It's well known that people in North Korea live a whole different life than the rest of the people in the world. Due to the Kim dynasty's dictatorship, the people in this country have to go through a lot of tough situations that the rest of the world doesn't even think about. But the most interesting and concerning thing about this is the fact that these people don't really know any better. They don't have a contact with the rest of the world since they don't have access to the internet or social media, and they can't leave the country. This led us to the next question. What does living in North Korea actually feel like? Does it really feel like a dictatorship? Or maybe these people are living in a fantasy created by their government? In this video, we'll be exploring the perspectives of children, adults, and old people in North Korea in order to answer to this. The education system in North Korea is focused on glorifying their leader and government. They are taught about the history of their dictators and how important they are. These systems prioritize this so much that the only subject you are unable to lose is history of our dear leaders. Critical thinking isn't taught there. You must obey what the government tells you and that's it. This means that children in North Korea are conscious about the rules from a young age. They're taught to glorify their leaders as soon as possible, which adds to the theory that North Korean people really live in a lie. They are told their leaders have superpowers or have done things that are impossible. They're basically told their leaders are gods. They also have to work often after school, no matter the age or the family or any other aspect. Everybody has to work. Also, teachers often physically and verbally abuse their young students. Children are taught to shoot and prepare for a possible war. All of this can leave us the next statement. Childhood, as we know it, doesn't really exist in North Korea.
Adulthood in North Korea is a pretty big topic since it covers many aspects, like family, relationships, work, and others. First of all, let's talk about family. The normal thing when it comes to family in North Korea is to get married when you are around 30 years old and after that have children. But a difference from other countries is that the father is the one who usually takes care of children and the mother works. Although this doesn't mean they can spend time visiting comrades, since friendship isn't a really thing there, and spending time with other people they appreciate. Obviously following the rules and limits their leaders have implemented. Careers aren't easy, though. Not all of them are considered good enough. And if some member of your family did something years ago that is considered shameful, you won't have a good career. If you can't go to college, it's also common for people to work at markets. Now there's a difference between males and females. A lot of people think this doesn't happen in North Korea, but it does happen a lot. North Korea is very patriarchal. Women are expected to take care of everything that happens in the house and work at the same time. Men only work and make sure that this Chinese ideology is followed in the house. This can make us a question. People in North Korea find this normal? And if so, can they be happy like that?
The life expectancy in North Korea is 68 years for men and 75 for women, which compared to other countries isn't that much. Between the main 50 causes of death, there are some like violence, suicide, war, alcohol, and malnutrition. This says a lot about the country. It's not that easy to get old in North Korea, and if you do get old, it's common for elderly to suffer from starvation. Some families pressure old people to commit suicide, since it's easier if they don't have to deal with them. Water, food, and money aren't that easy in North Korea, so malnutrition is a big issue. That's why the less people to feed, the better. North Korea has a pension system though, so the old people aren't that dependent, but still, the amount they are giving is way too small. North Korea isn't the best at respecting human rights. We just understood that. But since people don't know any better than what has been said, does that mean that they actually think that's happiness? Does that mean that they are satisfied with being alive and not getting punished? The answer is no, because if it was really a fantasy, or if they were satisfied with the life they are told they should live, there wouldn't be so many people wanting to escape. Or the ones who managed to escape wouldn't be outside right now, giving all of this information, trying to spread awareness of what they went through. If people from North Korea want to leave that place so badly, it means they know that anywhere else could be better than the place they are right now. It doesn't matter if they're living in a lie, and if they do not know any better. They still deserve their human rights to be respected. They still deserve justice, and they still deserve freedom.